What is going on, Lucid fans? Welcome back to Financial Journey. So today I want to talk about the good, the bad, the ugly, everything. Why Lucid started out so strong, why it's pulling back, why NIO, Tesla, and other stocks are green. I'm going to talk about everything. I will also mention a lot of the data points very relevant to a lot of Lucid investors and do a little bit of technical analysis at the end. But before I get into any of that, you guys know the deal. Smash the thumbs up. It definitely helps my channel significantly. For those that are new to the channel, I do daily videos on trending stocks, crypto. I do it all. So definitely subscribe. Also, if you do like my channel and support the growth, take a look at my memberships, link in the description below, or just hit the join button at the bottom screen. Greatly appreciate that. Not only that, I will be starting to do weekly live streams for members only, so even more of an incentive for you to sign up. With that said, let's get right down to it. So a couple of things. There is about 1 minute left in the market. You can see on the live tickers to your right, my left, Lucid is at $43, and it does look like the market just closed right now. A couple of things. You can see we were down 2%, whereas NIO, Tesla, they were green, and the broader market is green as well. Block volume, though, that's one thing I want to bring to your attention. So block volume was 2 million shares traded today, and that's for institutions. And the reason why I bring this up is because a lot of individuals and retail investors do like to follow what institutions and hedge funds physically do. And as much as I like to bring this info up, which is institutions, hedge funds buying into Lucid or selling, it is delayed. It's delayed by up to 3 months, whereas that block volume column is live. So like I said, 2 million shares as of today. So I do want to talk about, like I said, the good, the bad, the ugly, why Lucid started out very strong and started to diminish. And like I have been saying over the last couple of videos, there are some looming concerns when it comes to the broader market, and one of which was COVID. So news has been starting to come out saying that the new variant isn't as powerful as what they were assuming, again causing a little bit less fear in the market. Also, I have been saying that the debt ceiling. So the debt ceiling was due to be addressed at least, or capped out, I should say, in December. So they did come to an agreement to raise the debt ceiling again. So another fear that's off the table, or at least pushed down the line, I guess. And now there's inflation. So inflation right now is still a concern for the broader economy. But right now, everything's been sold off so much that right now it is at a discount. So ultimately, it's those three factors that caused a nice little surge in the market today. And that's why NIO is up, that's why Tesla is up, and that's why Lucid was up first thing in the morning as well. And again, very strong open, and it did start to diminish because of fears that were rolling over from yesterday. And again, if you didn't know, they got subpoenaed by the SEC and is under investigation, I should say, because of it being a SPAC and because of its promises that they initially came out with. And the promises were that they were going to be delivering by spring of 2021 and that they were going to do about 6,000 vehicles in 2021. Obviously got reduced down to 557, now 520. And as a result of the foregoing, defendants' positive statements about the company's business operation and prospects are materially misleading and or lacked a reasonable basis. So how I see things about this and about the looming fear, ultimately, I especially even said in yesterday's video, it's not that big of a deal. It was obviously a pipe investor that just got sour that they sold on September 1st, and whereas it just rallied after that. How I see things right now, it's not that big of a deal because the SEC is doing that. And just like a lot of other government agencies, they typically have to investigate any claim, I'm sure, that has legitimate or some basis to it. And like I said, based on these, there's some argument's sake, but if it was legitimate and strong enough, there would be lawsuits after lawsuits about this. There isn't. So it's one of those things that, yeah, it's just the SEC investigating, but in reality, they're just doing their job. They're just checking a box at the end of the day. So yes, it's one of those things that we are read today because people are concerned about it, but in reality, I don't see it as a big deal. I bought yesterday. I'm happy with it. And in reality, if it does continue to sell off, I'm going to buy more because I believe in Lucid long term. So like I said, that is the good, bad, the ugly. And with that, time for some better news. And looking at this, just recently tweeted by Lucid, Alexa's in the air, talk about convenient. So the Air with Alexa built in. So in case you didn't know, Alexa is voice command cloud-based system. So yeah, that's really good news. Not a real reason to go out and buy Lucid because of that, because in reality, Alexa's in almost everything. It just shows Amazon has their hand in everything, right? At the end of the day, that is very good. And at the end of the day, it's still good for Lucid. So with that, I do want to talk on a lot of the other data points very relevant to a lot of Lucid investors. So as you can see, 11.39 is the short interest on Lucid has been starting to increase pretty significantly. 79.7 is utilization. Short interest is increased by 11.14%, which works out to be 6.95 million shares being additionally traded. So again, shorts have been taking advantage of a lot of retail investors because a lot of these swings is because of shorts. So in reality, again, another reason why we are down as much as we are is because of shorts. So again, a lot of different factors are playing into Lucid. A lot of people do not want Lucid to succeed, and it's very unfortunate that we are in that scenario. But in reality, Lucid has not let us down as investors one bit. I say that every single video because I just need to reiterate that to a lot of investors out there, because you're watching this because you are as much of a fan as I am. With that, I do want to talk on a lot of the institutions and hedge funds, like I said. So as far as an update from my previous video, there's nothing really new. December the 1st was still the last filing date that was submitted, which was this 𝗖𝗓𝗡𝗖𝗧 asset. Shows 1.3 million shares that they have increased their position by 10,000%. So yeah, that is definitely very good. Again, negative to this is that everything is delayed by 3 months. This is why all of my videos, take a look at the block volume. I'll always have that on there. Very important to look at that. So with that, I'm just going to transition and do a little bit of technical analysis. So as of right now, I have the 50, 100, and 200-day moving averages, as well as Bollinger Bands, RSI, momentum, and stochastic indicators on the actual chart. Right now, we're currently at the lower percentile of the Bollinger Band, still above the moving averages, so in that regard, still very good. RSI neutral, momentum indicator, that is a concern to me. We are currently at -12, so it definitely shows that number of buyers physically did go down significantly. And stochastic, as of right now, is still neutral. 36 though, typically anything around the 20 or lower is very good buying opportunity. So overall, it's still trying to find a happy moment where to go. Again, there's been catalysts all this whole time, with the exception of most recently, and that's why there's a little bit more of a downtrend. This is why shorts have been taking advantage of the scenario, increasing their position significantly. So a lot is playing on Lucid as of right now. Looking at this, some of the resistance and support levels, resistance points, first, second, and third. So 47, 50, and 55. That is very spread out. So that is good because we can easily go up very fast. And that's why we have been doing that over the last 2 days. That's why we made up so much from yesterday's sell-off. And on the contrary, support levels, first, second, and third. So 40, 35, and 32. And as you can note, based on this, we have gone down on those. So they have dropped a little bit. So we will most likely be trading within that range over this upcoming week. But especially with everything, and we are getting closer to the end of the December, I do anticipate more delivery news, and that will be a very strong catalyst. A lot more institutions physically adding a lot of support, and in reality, a lot less fear in the broader market. So COVID going down, debt ceilings and all that. And in reality, this whole subpoena about SEC, that will subside as well. A lot of good reasons why you need to buy into Lucid right now. A lot of good upside potential, and there is a huge gap that we can easily break past. And like I said, resistance points are very wide and spread out, so even more reason that we can jump up. With that said, let me know your thoughts on Lucid in the comments below, and whether you've been buying, selling, holding, whatever it might be, let me know. If you haven't already, smash a thumbs up and subscribe. I greatly appreciate that. If you do like my channel and want to support the growth, take a look at my memberships, link in the description below, or just hit the join button at the bottom screen. Greatly appreciate that. With all that said, appreciate you guys watching. Let's all make a lot of money on Lucid.